In the modern world, there are stories of power that stretch far beyond politics and money. Stories that dig into private planes, secret islands, and connections with the richest and most influential people alive. This is one of those stories. The story of Jeffrey Epstein, a financier, a socialite, and a man whose darkest secrets sparked global outrage. But behind his rise was something far more troubling, a system that relied on silence, influence, and fear. To understand the Epstein files, we must go back to the beginning, because nothing about this story is simple, and not everyone involved has been exposed.
The story of Jeffrey Epstein is so unbelievable, it's almost hard to believe.
You're telling me a pedophile in the prime of his life with decades of molesting still in front of him just suddenly decided to up and kill himself?
No, I don't believe it.
How, for so long, was a rich, powerful white man able to get away with something like this?
Could Trump have something to do with Jeffrey Epstein's death? How deep does this go?
It was a complete molestation of justice.
Jeffrey Epstein was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. His family was ordinary. Nothing about his early life suggested enormous wealth or elite access. He never earned a college degree, yet he talked himself into a job teaching at a prestigious Manhattan school. That is where the connections began. Parents of wealthy students noticed his confidence. He soon jumped into finance, working at Bear Stearns. He climbed fast, too fast. Some colleagues questioned how he achieved deals that should have required years of experience, but Epstein had a gift: trust. He made powerful people believe he could multiply their wealth, and they rewarded him handsomely. By the 1990s, Epstein was no longer just wealthy. He was connected. Epstein socialized with presidents, tech moguls, royalty, scientists, and Fortune 500 leaders. Among them were well-known names seen publicly with him, or documented in flight logs, visitor records, and photographs. People such as former US President Bill Clinton, who took multiple flights on Epstein's jet, according to public flight logs, Britain's Prince Andrew, photographed with Epstein, and later accused by Virginia Giuffre, allegations he denies, tech titan Bill Gates, who acknowledged meeting Epstein several times after his conviction lawyer Alan Dershowitz, who has been accused by one victim and has strongly denied all allegations. These names appear in legal filings, media investigations, or verified travel records. But appearing in the same circles does not automatically prove wrongdoing. Still, one question lingers. Why were so many powerful men drawn to him? Some called him a genius investor. Others whispered he was a collector of secrets. Jeffrey Epstein owned a private island in the US Virgin Islands, Little St. James. Locals had a different name for it. They called it Pedophile Island. According to lawsuits and survivor testimonies, young girls were transported there. Parties, massages, coercion hidden behind luxury. The island was the perfect stage for privacy, and privacy can be a weapon. Documents later revealed that Epstein kept staff quiet using strict confidentiality agreements, and there were rumors of cameras everywhere. If true, what did Epstein record, and who might fear those recordings? Behind every powerful man, there is often a powerful partner. For Epstein, it was Ghislaine Maxwell. The daughter of billionaire media mogul Robert Maxwell, she grew up in luxury and influence. Survivors testified that Maxwell recruited and groomed young girls. She denies these claims, but in 2021 she was convicted of sex trafficking minors, a conviction that confirmed the existence of a disturbing network. Yet her trial left one glaring hole. None of the clients were named. None of the alleged participants were charged. Questions only grew louder. In 2005, a young girl told Florida police about Epstein. Investigators uncovered multiple accusers. There was enough evidence for major federal charges. But something unexpected happened. A secret plea deal. Epstein served only 13 months, part-time, allowed to leave jail during the day. Documents later showed the deal prevented any other powerful names from being investigated. Why was Epstein protected? Who made the calls? Who benefited from his silence? After his release, Epstein should have disappeared. Instead, he returned to society's higher circles. People still visited his mansions, still flew on his jet, still called him a friend. But in 2019, investigative journalists and accusers pushed back. New evidence, new charges. Epstein was arrested again, denied bail. This time, the walls were closing in. On August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell. The official cause, suicide. Yet many things didn't add up. Cameras malfunctioned. Guards slept on duty. Epstein's bones showed injuries some experts say are more consistent with strangulation. The internet exploded with theories. If Epstein had secrets about powerful people, did someone silence him? No proof has emerged to confirm foul play, but doubt remains, and doubt spreads fast. There are Epstein files still hidden from the public. Deposition documents, financial records, private communications, connections that could expose how far his influence reached. In 2020, a judge approved the release of some files. Names surfaced from depositions, guest lists, and flight logs. Not all names imply guilt. Some individuals only crossed paths socially, but survivors claim a wider network exists, a network the public has not yet seen. Who is being protected? And for how long? After her conviction, Maxwell gave interviews. She said Epstein did not kill himself. She claimed powerful people turned their backs on her, and she insisted she knew things she might someday reveal. If she talks, what will she say? Whose names would echo through those courtrooms? This story is not only about one man or one woman, it is about a system where power can bend justice, where victims are ignored, where reputation outweighs accountability. Epstein lived in that system, and so did the people around him. There are millions of documents still shielded from the public. We still do not know who funded Epstein's wealth. We do not know why so many influential people stayed close even after his first conviction. We do not know who participated in the crimes, or who knew and stayed silent, until the final files are unsealed, until every victim is heard. This story isn't over. The Epstein case is more than a scandal. It is a warning, a reminder that when powerful people share secrets, the truth becomes the enemy. But secrets do not last forever. Justice has a way of breaking through. Piece by piece, name by name, the world is still watching, and the silence grows thinner every day. This is only the beginning of what might still be uncovered in the Epstein files.